Good morning, and welcome to final step 2 of the 31st Irish Open live from the 18-lane Leisureplex Bowling Centre in Stillorgan, Dublin, Ireland. I'm Dom Gall, and with me always is Simon Shepherd. He's just doing the technical stuff at the moment. He'll do it in with us shortly. And on your featured pair, right away, we've got Peter Stevenson, Tora Torgerson, Christopher Sloan, and Alan McDonnell. Aoife Loughran says, have a great final day, everyone. Welcome to Bjorn Einar Rudshagen, Eric Van Sabben, David Cure, Daz McLaughlin, Dave Goran, Paul Moore, Lee Credland, and more to Kim Richardson. So a reminder of what happened last night. When I find it. So the final step 1 was played over 2 steps, over 2 groups, and the top 28 from the 2 groups making it through. Peter Stevenson made it through, obviously. We've got him there, and Tora Torgerson, Alan McDonnell and Chris Sloan were your top 4. They're on the featured pair. Also making it through were Nicole Saunders, Timo Pukkisto, Barry Foley, Laurie Sippela, Jan Egil Hansen, Patrick Mika, Edwin Van Aale, Antony Simonson, Lee Cocker, James Wigmore, Stephen Joyce, Patrick Yannick Sorensen, Nico Tiempon, Olli-Pekka Pajari, John Stubbsy Vang, Mark Patrick, Joe Clancy, Matty Clayton, Piri Puharinen, Denise Blankenzie, Greta Forsyth, Graham Turner, Glenn Richardson, and Jason Byrne were the number on 827. Just missing out was James Footner, Carl Dreyer, and John Gilbeck. We said goodbye to Hadley Morgan, Elko Gorter, Scott Wormsley, among others. Simon Shepherd, who's with me now. Grant Duggan we lost. Nicky O'Malley, Callum Simons, Frank Salavag, Owen Lebioda, who bowled the 300 earlier on in the week, and Paddy Dunn, among others. So final step 2. 32 athletes will play 4 games, starting from scratch, and athletes 1 to 12 will qualify for the final step 3. So we're looking for top 12 in this block to make it through. Good morning, Dom, says Paul Meeker. Brandon Roberts has joined us. John Wells, welcome. Have a good one, says Paul. Thank you. So Pete Stevenson with a strike and a spare. Alan McDonnell opens up with a spare and a strike. Tora Torgerson with a spare going into the second frame now. David Nutt says, good luck and high scoring to all. Thanks, David. Welcome to Mark Russell. Please spread the web address far and wide. Share, share, share. Let's have a bumper crowd watching the Irish Open today. All eyes on Ireland. And we're with the 2-time champion Tora Torgerson, just coming through the face and leaving a split. We're going to be joined by James Footner shortly, who just missed out. And we'll get a few more guests in today. We'll probably have an all-star commentary final. Not sure who yet. Depends who's in and out of the tournament. Oh, great spare from Tora. Good morning, Dom, says Mark Russell. Morning. Welcome to Marco Landman and Thomas Vrabek. And welcome to Lynn Walker. Barry Foley opens up with a double and a 10-pin. Timo Pukkisto with a double. Antony Simonson's opened up with a double. Patrick Meeker with a strike and a 9 miss. Edwin Van Aale with a spare strike. And Jan Egil Hansen, a couple of spares and a strike. Good morning to Alex Russell. Welcome to Pat Byrne. Pat, I did have a word with Rob Thirlby, and he kind of motioned that you weren't quite ready. You weren't, and I was guessing what it might be, and I think I might have guessed right because he was kind of not saying yes or no, but I think I've got a rough idea of what you're up to. But yeah, give us a call when you get a chance, mate, and we'll chat. Happy to help in any way I can. Welcome to Adam Michaels, right, Mixie. Welcome to Nicole Sanders, who's logged in, who's on the lane somewhere.
Yeah, she's playing Last of Us.
Welcome to Amy Lawler. And apologies for anybody chatting on YouTube at the minute. I'm just going to get to the chat now. So a reminder, if you want to watch the bowling today on the big screen, you want to be watching on YouTube. Pat Burns says, Dom, can't find you on FFB today. We've got you now though, you're on, aren't you? Good morning again to City Savaya. Hi City. Come to watch a bit of action in Ireland. Let's get the Malaysians over next year, but bring your coats and your jackets and hats and things. It gets quite cold in January in Ireland.
Cold and wet.
Cold and wet usually, yeah. Cold, windy. Paul Trainer, Paul Gregg, Mike McCall. What happened to you lads? Jamie Bottomley's joined. Good luck Paul Moore for later, says Annette Highgate. Paul Trainer seems a very few Scottish contingents. There are quite a few over this week, but mainly the Flying Scotsman's got it through. So you've still got a chance at a win. Stephen Gills looked really good this week. Good morning to Marcella Keogh. Amy Lawler says, good luck to Jason Burns today. Good luck to all the Irish players. For you Ireland fans, you've got quite a few still in the mix. Still got Alan Bride to come back in. We've not seen him all week because he's been that awesome. He'll be with us later. But we've still got the Sloane Ranger and Barry Foley in there, Stephen Joyce among others. We lost Owen Lebioda. Come on Starfish, you can do it son. Today's your day, says Patrick Meeker. And City Sapphire says, hi again Dom. Hope we can go next year. Smiley face. The Irish would love to have the Malaysian ladies and male bowlers over for a touch of class. Good luck with your upcoming tournaments this year, City. Hope you do well. Antony Simonson's opened up with front three. Let's have a look and see if he's playing with plastic again. He's been playing plastic on the fresh most of the time. And then towards...
He's again on plastic, yeah.
He's picked it up again, yeah. Just razzing it down, kind of second arrow with revs and into the pocket for strikes. Playing very, very accurate. Good morning, Steve Cannell. Come on, Alan McDonnell, says Mark Russell. So if you just joined us, you're watching the 31st Irish Open live from the 18-lane Leisureplex Bowling Centre in Stillorgan, Dublin, Ireland. My name's Tom Gall. Had to think about that. From TalkTemping.net, and with me, as always, is Simon Shephers. And he's from Holland.
For now.
For now. Got a headache, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just missed out. Well, you just missed out. You were
40 pins.
You were well out last night.
Yeah, 40.
786. The cut
41.
was. What was the cut in the end? It was 820 something.
827.
827.
Yeah, 41 pins.
But we're back for another day's bowling.
Oh, the last day.
Last day, yeah, it's gone quick. Welcome to Annie Izzard. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Mark Wanstall, Michael Flannery, and Cliff Dewar. Hey, Cliff. All right, mate. Andy Lawler. I don't think my uncle Paul Stott made the cut. No, I don't think he did. So your featured pair then at the moment, Chris Sloan, a couple of spares, a strike and a 9 miss. Alan McDonald, spare, strike, 2 spares and a 9, 78 in the 4th. Pistol Pete Stevenson from England, strike, 3 spares and a strike. Tora Torgerson, the 2-time champion, winner in 2006 and then 21 years later in 2017. He started with a couple of spares, one of them with a big split which he picked up, and he's put 3 in a row.
And he is also in the senior.
He's also in the senior as well, yeah.
He can win the normal one and the senior division.
I think he's the only one in the seniors as well that doesn't dye his hair, or hasn't got a grey hair.
Yeah.
He's 50 and hasn't got any grey hairs, unless he is dyeing it. I don't know. Pat Burns says, "Good morning, Ian." So Sloan Ranger back on 10. Antony Simonson, Turkey, and 7 spare. And he's just left a single pin. How's Barry doing? Just left 3 in the corner. Spared him. 77 in the 4th, 97 in the 5th, with a spare now in the 6th. Welcome to Malcolm Meyer. So what happened last night then, Simon? What happened last night with you?
Nothing. Yeah, in the series, yeah. Couldn't get a shot in the last 2 games, and yeah, the last game was terrible. 152.
Yeah.
Just really greasy, and goals were really, yeah.
Just wasn't happening for you.
No.
Good morning to Sam Rose and Liana Waddell. Or Waddell. Good morning to Steve Mills. Hi, Millsy. It's Pete Stevenson back on 10. Rocking a double at the minute, 78 in the 4th. Tora Torgerson, the pick of the players on there. Fit as a butcher's dog he is. 50-year-old and looks like he's 26. And with Tora now. Been a quality player for a lot of years. If we ever have a European Hall of Fame, Tora Torgerson will be in it. As will a lot of amazing European players over the years. Good morning to John Chu. With Sloan Ranger now, looking for a Barney Rubble. And gets it. So send us your predictions today. You've looked at the field. Go to 10pinbowling.ie to see the players that are in this block. Made it through last night. From all those names in the top 8, who do you think is going to win? Who's going to win with your heart and who's going to win with your head? I'm still going for Rob Thirlby myself. I think he's going to be there and thereabouts at the end. But quality field now. A lot of people could win this. What do you think, Simon? Are you edging towards any particular winner?
No, not yet. There are a lot of players who can win this, and everybody has a low game, high game. It's going up and down.
Yeah.
Lanes are really tricky this year, and yeah.
Morning.
So
They
yeah,
have been on, the new lane machine, the Kegel Icon, and they're using a different oil. But the Bourbon Street has been playing differently this week. But this block and the next one is where we usually start seeing some big scores, isn't it? The cream is rising to the top now. Laurie Sipple has gone front 7, front 6.
now front 7.
Front 7 now? Yeah. Good morning to Han Chi Kwan from Switzerland, and Frankie Pluis, who was here this week, well bowled this week. Frankie didn't make the cut, but You looked good. Patrick Meeker rocking a turkey now in frames 4 through 6. And today's the big reveal. We announced the top 20 UK tenpin bowler, UK bowlers of all time in the correct order. And unfortunately, made me look idiot. I thought we were releasing the database today, but it's going to be Wednesday now. We've still got some last-minute results to put in, I've been informed. And we want to have it as complete as we can. Anil says, I'm up for slow. Chris, right, we better get this
thing working.
Yeah, we'll get the roving cam ready just in case we need to run down to lanes today. Keep your comments and chat coming in. Let us know where in the world you are. Who do you want to win? Taurus Hawkinson 6 in a row. Laurie Sipler front 8. Might have to be running between 2 lanes in a moment if we get a couple of players on a 300. Tamworth, Australia, says Kevin Russell. G'day, sport. Thank you for joining us all the way down under. Good morning, Christine Lynn from Northern Ireland. Jenny Carter, one of the players in the top 20 of all time. Find out where later on.
Jason has front 9.
Front 9 for Jason. Shall I go?
Yeah, we'll
let him get to 10 or 11 before we go down. I don't want to jinx Jay. I'd like him to. It'd mean a lot to him to bowl 3 in this now. Patrick Meeker 5 in a row. So as we said earlier, the cream rising to the top. Timo Pukisto
a little bit.
Front 4, then an open, then another 4. Laurie Sipler is on the front 8.
Front 9.
Front 9. Who's that as well? We've got Piri Paranan. He's on the front.
Yes, 280. Can't shoot.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. I was Foley scoring, just seen 2 splits there, I think. Yeah, 153 in the 9th now. So Barry's going to have to tap out for a 180 if he wants to stay the pace now. It's 4 games, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Welcome to Billy Gill. So who's going to be up first for the 3?
I think equal.
Equal. Right, I'll get down there and we'll run between the 2.
Yeah, it's already running, so that's. Yeah, Dom is going to lane 15 and 16 with the roving cam. No, he's staying here. Yeah, maybe we just take a quick look at the roving cam. Having called Sanders up. She's on 177 in the night working. The 4-7. Looks fit to spare sit. Yeah. Getting a strike in the field frame.
Am I on now? weirdness. Can they hear me? I think it's picking me up. We've got the roving cam today, or an iPhone on a gimbal. So I'm just waiting for Zippler to start his run at the 300. Or is Jason going to be up first? Jason, front 10. Sorry, man.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get any 300s then after those two. Jinxed it with the camera again.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the roving cam? Was the quality any good? Yeah.
Did it look okay, the roving camera? Welcome to Mark Ellis, Craig Wilson and Glenn Bailey, also Lee Miller. So your featured pair then, 199 for Pete Stevenson after a bright start. 231 for Tola Torgerson. $226 for Alan McDonald. Welcome to Andy McLeod. So game one in the history books, coming up to game two now. The players all move 4 pairs to the right, I believe. So we'll see who we're going to get on the featured pair in a moment. John Chu. I think JB jinxed it when he had a spare in the first frame. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, does it?
No.
Emma Stapleton says rolling cam was good. Yeah, it worked. We'll be using it sparingly, but when it's needed. Patrick Meeker's going to finish then with a 2:27 if he spares this. 2:03 for Jan Egil Hansen. Antony Simonson can tap out for a 2:23. Still rocking the plastic. Yeah, and gets it. Defending champion. He'll be there and thereabouts at the end, I would think. But stranger things have happened. Yeah, Linus is saying, want Jason going for 290 and not 300. I didn't even look at the score.
No.
I just saw the string of strikes from down here. Sorry, folks. But yeah, he had a good game. But Laurie Sippler was on 300. I'm sure we'll see another one today. What do you think, Simon?
I think so, yeah.
So Lee Cocker, James Wigmore, Stephen Joyce and Patrick Yannick Sorensen are players on the featured pair now. Again, don't think we'll get the scores by the end. We can have a rough idea of it by running on and getting a couple of scores and seeing if there's anything big, but bear with us for about 10-15 minutes after the end of the block and we will fire up the results on Talk 10 pin and announce them in the next round. Your timings for today: final step 3 will start at 12:45, final step 4 at 2 o'clock, final step 5 at 2:45, and final step 6, or the final at 3:30. Where's James? We'll get James in shortly. Hey, all right. A big shout out to Daniel Wenner. Yeah, much love from his league bowling partners there. Sending abuse, mate, at the back. So Stephen Joyce opens up with a strike. Good morning to Cassie Guasconi Gill. Simonson will probably sell $1,000 worth of plastic balls after this tournament. Very possibly. He's bowled pretty much the whole tournament with plastic. Very rarely seen him pick up anything reactive this week. Because he is that good. High hit from Patrick Yannick Sorensen, one of the big super tall Sorensen brothers. Patrick's a midget at about 6'2". His brother's about 6'5" or 6'6". He's massive. Didn't make it through in the end. So Lee Cocker opens up with a strike, James Wigmore with a spare, Stephen Joyce with a strike, and Patrick going for this 10 pin now. Keep your comments and chat coming in, who you think's going to win. If you've joined us, you're watching the Irish Open from Stillorgan, Dublin, Ireland. Welcome to Alison Taylor. Barry Foley this time opens up with a strike. He's going to have to chase down the scores now. Barry's been good on the fresh all week, but he struggled in that first game with splits and things. But Barry, a player that puts himself under pressure and plays well under pressure. Tora Torgerson striking for fun down there. Could be a 3-time winner. Could even win the senior event this year, be the first person to do that, the senior and the adult. Barry just not quite coming up into the pocket then, leaving a single pin. Lee Cocker adds another one for Barney Rubble. Tora for the win, says Craigie Farr. Welcome Alice Pato. Stephen Joyce, front two. Can you call it the front two, or is it just a double?
Yeah, it's a double. It's getting interesting at 5, 6.
You can only say front from about 5 onwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Jammy Dodger. Sparing a split so far. Welcome to James Tidd. James, you should have come to Ireland. The lefties are doing okay this week. You'd have ripped it. Nico Tempont still in the tournament. A winner of this event in '93, I think it was.
Yep.
And looking also to become the first person to win it as an adult and a senior. That'll be a good final. Nico against Tora, maybe. But Tom Burns still in there, I believe, for the senior lot. In fact, how many seniors have we got in this one? I haven't got a list, actually. Aki Jacola says, any place we can get scores after each game? Sadly not. Sadly not.
We lost Tom Byrne in the final step 1, normal step.
Yeah, but is he still one of the last 4 seniors?
No. Tora is 1. Jan Egel Hansen is 1. Nico and John Stubbs-Bang.
Right, so we've got our last 4 there then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still in 2 minds as what happens if Tora's still in the adult final. Does that place go to the next down on the senior? He can't play both. Lee Cocker front 3, or Turkey to other people. Wim Sasson, great cam. Many happy memories of Dublin and Stillorgan. Greetings to Bernie Gibbons and Dom. Hi Wim. Welcome back to Thomas Galvin. Stephen Joyce, Turkey, or front 3. Tora Torgsson's ummed up with a double, as has Pistol Pete Stevenson. Please share the Facebook page far and wide, or even the YouTube stream. If you're wanting to watch the bowling on the big screen today, put it on 1080 YouTube. Facebook just going through 720.
Yeah, we have around 160 on YouTube now and 66 on Facebook. So
It's not bad, first thing, is it?
no,
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. Hope you enjoy the show today. Lee Cocker, front 4. Or Hambone if you're American. Barry Foley looking better now. Strike, spare, strike. Needs to start stringing the strikes in this game to help along after a bad first game. Thanks. Is it possible that you could put up the top 5 with results here in the forum? What we're going to do is, as soon as it's finished, we're going to get the sheet once the scores have gone into the people at the back, and we'll take a photograph of it and post it on Talk 10 Pin. So within about 5 or 10 minutes of this block finishing, we will have the scores up. We just can't get them live. It means running all the way down the lanes, looking at all the sheets, and then working out which ones are good enough to bring up to Simon, which we will do a little bit of that round about game 3. just to give you a rough idea of what's happening. We're going to bring James Footner in shortly, so James and Simon can commentate while I go get the scores for you. Michael Landman says, "Hey guys, how's life after Saturday night?"
Not much difference than yesterday.
Yeah, same as usual.
We closed down the stream and went back to the hotel.
And went to bed, yeah.
Watched some telly and that's it.
Yeah, sleep before 2 a.m. and then up at
9.
Yeah,
8:30, yeah.
Something like that.
So a decent night for an Irish Open.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, we actually got almost a full night's sleep.
And tonight will be the same, I think. Get in early and.
No, I don't know. It'll be an after party bowl and do, won't it, for some of you. It won't be the same when I go for my flight on Monday morning if there's not a lot of people in the hotel bar at 4 a.m. still drinking and having fun.
I left last year at 7 and they were still there.
Yeah, 7.
Some just in sweatpants and.
See, Lee Chatfield's not come all weekend, but I'm still expecting to find him on Monday morning.
Yeah, somehow.
At Stillorgan Hotel. So Lee Cocker, single pin after the front 4. Taurus Haugesson, 4 in a row. Frames 1, 2, 3, 4. Chris Sloan, a open spare strike, looks like. Anything down that side, Simon?
Stephen Gill started off perfect. No, not anymore. 7 pin.
So whoever's on 1 and 2 will be our next featured pair, won't it? Are they moving 4 pairs?
Are they moving 4 pairs or just?
I believe so. I'm sure they said 4 pairs. So that would bring in Matty Clayton.
No, just move 4 lanes.
Clancy. Is it? Oh, it's just 4 lanes.
Yeah, because we had Toro on the featured pair last game, and they are now on 13 and 14.
Right, so it's likely going to be Bernice Lim, Stephen Gill, Rob Thirlby, and
Ghislaine.
Welcome to Fran Puzzuoli. Just joined us. You're watching final step 2 at the Irish Open. I'm Dom Gold from TalkTenPin.net, and with me as always is Simon Sheppers, and he's from Holland. It's going to be nice next year watching it on the live stream in bed, isn't it?
Yeah. Sitting on the couch or
sitting on the couch watching the new team do the job.
Yeah, this is our last year, our last final day.
Just the streaming team,
yeah.
Not the event. The event's still going.
The event is still going.
The event will outlive us all, hopefully. The date's already set for 2020, but there will be a new streaming team next year with some new tricks and toys and things. Welcome to Matt Chamberlain. Lee Cocker on the 279 pace then on this featured pair, 9 and 10. Mark Patrick, after an open frame, comes back with 3 in a row. Taurus Haugesson just getting up in a moment. He's on the front 4. Soon to be 5 probably. So we'll go through this game and the next one, then I'll start to go down and get some scores and hand them to the commentary team to let you know how it's shaping up. It's nothing worse than not being able to tell anybody who's doing what and only focusing on the featured pair. Hopefully in the future the scoring system at Stillorgan will have the ability to do online scoring. It's kind of a standard these days for tournaments, isn't it? Or for a lot of international ones at least. Timu Pukisto, who's going well again. He's on a 280 pace. Yeah, there'll be no results for final step 2 until they're all done. They're doing them by hand, Marco. So they've got sheets that they on the lanes, and then when the 4 games have been completed, the sheets get handed in. The 2 guys at the back input all the scores, and then produce the list. But they are a slick operation now after all these years. They are pretty quick. The only thing that delays it is if a player hasn't handed the sheet in and they have to go looking for them. Tora Torgerson, for instance, last night, they had to get Tora's sheet. Worth waiting for because he came second. And Mikey Rowe were telling me actually there was an issue with a scoring sheet the other night. One of the players hadn't handed it in.
First day, I think,
the best excuse ever, because he hadn't heard it because he's deaf and dumb. So he hadn't heard Sean ask for the sheets back or anything. He had it with him. So all that got rectified. The lad assumed that the scores were going straight to the system like in other tournaments. But an older boss system here in Stillorgan. Keep your comments and chat coming in. Nico Tiempon, 3 in a row now, in frames 4 through 6. And Taurus' run of strike stops with a 9 spare. Chris Sloan looks like he's struggling a little bit. I think we might be seeing some good players go out in this block unless they start flying. But we've got this game to go, then one more, and then we'll get some scores. I think what we need to arrange for next year for the new team is that they have runners to get the scores to them.
Yeah.
To feed scores a little bit more often, because it's difficult to commentate and then run up and down the lanes as well. Where's James Futner? He wanted to come in this morning and do some commentary, so he's welcome. Sure he'll turn up. He's probably watching Mark Patrick at the other side of the green screen. Split for Lee Cocker. Nico adds another strike for 4 in a row. Rob Thirlby, 106 in the 6th, I think. Just had an open frame. Final step 2, 32 athletes will play 4 games, Paul, starting from scratch, and athletes 1 to 12 will be qualified for final step 3, seeded 5 to 16, and athletes positioned 13 to 32 will be ranked 17 to 36 according to their position in final step 2. So 4 games, Paul, and then final step 3, we've got 8 matches, 8 winners will continue at final step 4. And 8 losers will be ranked 9 to 16 according to their seeding. Alex Fraser, who's lined up for guest commentary today. Officially, we've just got Mr. Futner at the moment. And we never know until the players start coming out of the tournament. We usually allow like 10-15 minutes for them to get their head back on, and then ask them if they would like to come on, and they usually do. But it's not unusual to go out of the tournament and think, nah, I don't want to talk to anybody. This is game 2, Paul. Is it game 2? Can't remember now.
Yeah, game 2.
It goes so fast. Alex Fair's always good to hear bowlers now they're gone. Good insight. Well, Simon can help you with that because he played it and he's sat at the back with me now, so he's got some experience of going out. Welcome to Martin Bishop. Yeah, Stephen Joyce strikes. Lee Cocker back on strike, 175 in the 8th, with a strike now working in the 9th. James Wigmore looks like he's struggling a little bit. 126 in the 7th with a strike in the 8th. Barry Foley starting to strike now. 80 in the 4th and a turkey on the board. And he's just on the lane 11 now to the right of your screen. Looking for 4 in a row. He's just come up high. Left 3 in the corner. Welcome to Gaza Sykes and Keith Bringlow. Nico Tienpon on 7th frame, 145. Toro Torgerson on a 279 pace. And Chris Sloan looks like he's having a mare down there. What's he on about?
Yeah, he can shoot 200, but he has to go up the sheet now.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the better players chasing it now a little bit.
And we have Stephen Gill on 279 as well. Lanes 5 and 6.
The Flying Scotsman.
Don't see any high scores coming on the other lanes on the left side.
I don't think we've seen anything massive from 1 to 4, have we? All week?
No.
1 or 2 decent games, but nothing really big. Stephen Joyce then can go out for a 221. Patrick Yannick Sorensen can strike out for 213. Lee Cocker for a 235. And James Wigmore can shoot a 196 if he taps out. So Lee Cocker could still be the pick of the players on this featured pair. Have we any idea what Mr. Simonson's doing? Other than throwing plastic?
It's on there.
Yeah, top end.
150 something. Frame 7 or so. Around 150.
So split for Lee Cocker. It's going to cost him pins. Yeah, strike for Barry. 177 in the 8th for Barry, with a strike now in the 9th. Can still tap out for 237, which he's going to need. He had a below 200 game in the first game. Lee Cocker finishes with 203. Oh, hit it. No. Stephen Joyce finishes with 220, which is looking like a good game at the moment. Darren Hallam says, good morning, guys. Good morning, Darren. Let's find James Wigmore and we'll get him in for some commentary for this next game coming up. So welcome to James Footner, who's going to join the commentary team with Simon. And as soon as this second game's finished, I'll start feeding you some scores.
How are you doing, all right?
You?
Yeah, not too bad. Right, what have I missed?
We have an 289. We have an 270 somewhere from Jason first game, and then 289 from Lois Sipola. So yeah, some pretty high scores, but
Pretty big scores.
yeah, low ones as well.
Yeah, there's a 150 up there.
Yeah, but that's the whole week as well. You have high games, and next game you can shoot 150.
Yeah.
Maybe we have Stephen Gill going for 279 now, and on lanes 3 and 4. We have Torre finishing off with a 257 by the looks of it.
Very nice. Yeah, Stephen always has a pretty good look in this tournament. He's had some good finishes in the last few years.
Yeah. Playing almost every tournament with urethane, pitch black.
Yeah, he does love his urethane, to Stephen.
Yeah, it gives him a good reaction and yeah, controllable reaction.
Yeah, he struggles to keep the ball on the lane with reactive resin, particularly on this sort of condition, which is fairly low in volume and high friction surface.
Yeah.
And my roommate up there, Mr. Mark Patrick, with a 224. Did you notice what he had first game?
No. No, he was on lanes 3 and 4, so
Yeah, I think he just signalled to me he's just 70 over, so that's pretty handy.
yeah, you can't see the scores on 4 outside lanes here because the old monitor is having a little bit of glare, and
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to see.
so yeah. We're getting on the next game on the featured pair. We have Bernie Slim for Singapore, preferably Stephen Gill and Ghislaine van der Zol. So that will be an interesting one as well for the ladies division.
Yeah,
Those two are the two.
two front runners.
Yeah.
Yeah, two world-class bowlers in their own right.
Yeah.
We've got Mr. Cass Edwards joining us and Mr. Mike Quarry. And it looks like we've got Stephen Gill in front of us on the featured pair.
Sure, get some more light in.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, we're finishing off game 2 now. We're playing 4 games this final step, and the top. Let's see which is going to advance.
Yeah, I think it's top 12 from this block plus the 4 from the
yeah, you get
from
top
qualified.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 12. Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll play single elimination match play.
Yeah.
I assume it's top seed plays 16 and second plays 15 and so on.
Yeah, the highest. Each step will consist of matches decided over. Oh, we have the scores. We have Stephen Gill started off with a 225 and afterwards a 277, so he's 100 over.
That'll work.
That will work, yeah.
Yeah.
Final step 3. Each step will consist of matches decided over 2 games total pinfall. The highest seeded athlete will meet the lowest seeded athlete. The second athlete will meet the second. So
Mr. Thirlby has started 206 to 16, so he's reasonable score. Be happy with that. He'll want to put in a couple of probably 220, 230s now to give himself a good chance, but the scores are fairly high, and it's only top 12 from 36, which is
yeah, 1/3 of the field, so
pretty. Which is a pretty severe cut, but got another left-hander in front of us, Glenn Richardson.
Yep. No, we have a full list of scores now.
So Mark, 182, 224 for Mark Patrick.
John Stubbs Bang,
From
213,
Norway,
154.
It's not going to be too handy. Ollie from, is that Finland?
Yeah.
238, 207, so that's pretty reasonable. And Nico Team Point,
180, 209.
180, 209.
So he needs a big game.
Yeah, so he's going to want to put his foot down a little bit and
Yeah.
find some strikes.
So we now have Stephen Gill, Ghislaine from the Toll, Rob Furley, and Bernice Lim from Singapore.
That's not a bad pair.
No. Could be a really high scoring one as well. We have the score of Lee Cocker, 199 and 203. So he needs a big game as well.
Yeah.
You can see on the scores, yeah, you can throw decent 2-0 and go 250 and 150.
Yeah.
That's what you're seeing.
Yeah. It can unravel pretty quickly if you're not stringing strikes.
If you have a good look, yeah, it's easy, but the corner pins are very, very hard this week.
Yeah.
And if you miss the right a little bit, you have bucket on the left and you're gone. Yeah.
Some more scores. Patrick Sorensen, 160, 213, and Stephen Joyce from Ireland, 177, 220. So both those guys are going to want to find some strikes if they want to get themselves in contention. Got Bernice Lim about to step up on the right lane.
Ooh, through the nose.
Yeah, through the face. 4-6-7 split. And Ghislaine standing up, the left-hander. That one took off a little bit.
Yeah, you can see the lanes transition pretty quickly right now.
116, 220 from Aaron.
Okay. Some more scores from Dom. Nicole Sanders from Holland, 196, 171. Is that Laurie?
Laurie Sipla.
Laurie
started
from
with a 289,
289,
203.
203. That'll work. And Timu from Finland, 241, 223, so that'll work.
Yeah.
And Mr. Barry Foley, I think, started with 160, 220 as well. So Barry's going to want to again find some strikes. Yeah.
Yeah. We have on the left, we have Grete Vosheide from Norway, we have Glenn Richardson, Graham Turner, and Ireland's Jason Burns.
162, 225 for Barry.
162, 225 for Barry.
Yeah, that's unlike Barry on the fresh. Normally he's been absolute money this week.
Yeah, but
started off some big scores in every block. Graham Turner from Ireland started off with 211 and a 187, and Jason Burns, wow, 276, 191. So good start for Jason, local player. I believe this is his home centre as well. So it's a big strike for Stephen. Rob Thirlby about to step up, looking for a double to start.
another cheater score.
Greta from Norway, starting 179, 209. And Glenn Richardson, 205, 194. So both those players going to want to start stepping up to find some strikes. Rob Thirlby coming up high, leaving the 3-6-10. Which is one of the more difficult multi-pin conversions on the deck.
Yeah. It's easy choppable.
Very choppable. There's a lot more ways to miss that spare than there is to make it.
If you have any questions about the tournament, about scores, or if you have anything to ask, for a question for us, yeah, just ask in the chat. What's the score for the top 20, top 12 in this squad? We have another set of scores. We have Denise Blankenzee from Holland with a 181, including bonus, so 173, 165. We have Matthew Clayton with starting off with a 174 and 203. Joe Clancy started off with 222 and a 208. And Piri Puharinen starting off with 211 and 218.
How's Pete getting on? How's Pete Stevenson getting on? Oh, right.
Yeah. What's the score for the top 12 in this squad? We don't know yet. I think you need about 60 or 70 over at least.
Yeah, that's probably going to be somewhere around the number. It tends to end up being a little bit lower than you sort of imagine, really. But
let's see what was the top 12 from final step 1. It was 58 over. So we got
we've got another 4 top players from qualifying. So yeah, you'd probably
go 4
expect
higher. So you get top 8 and 65.
Yeah. So Edwin from Holland, 192, 235. Decent starts. Antony Simonson, 212, 214. Probably with plastic, I imagine.
Yeah.
Patrick.
He's playing plastic. Yeah.
Patrick Mecca from Holland, 227, 206. And Jan from Norway, 203, 205. So not a bad start there.
Simonson playing with plastic all week, almost.
Yeah, it makes it easier to travel if you only have to take 2 or 3 balls with you. But Rob coming up high there, leaving a split. Makeable spare though.
You would think that Antony Simonson would throw a ball if he doesn't have it with him, but plastic gives him the best look, I think.
Yeah. It allows him to play really direct. You know, pretty straight, which when the lanes get really burnt up in the later part of the block, it's a big advantage to be able to do that. Where everybody else is having to cover half the lane, he can not give the pocket away, really. Alan McDonald from Ireland, 226, 180. Pete's struggling. 199, 189. Complete contrast to last night. And Chris Sloan, 206, 167. So
Chris has to step it up really big time now.
Yeah. He's going to need, well, probably maybe close to 500 for the last two. But there is some strugglers out there. So maybe 850 might be the cut.
Yeah.
Beneath stepping up again, looking for a double.
Comes up high, leaves only 4-7.
Yep. And Ghislaine as well, also gone through the face. Moving a 6-7-10. Cannot convert. And my roommate next door, Mark Patrick, stepping up, looking for a strike after 3 spares in a row. And he does just that, shredding the rack. The lanes will be transitioning if they haven't already. People are going to need to probably start making some moves to the left. Is the normal move at this point. It's like Rob's playing a fair bit deeper than he has been.
He's happy with his shot. He pulls it in quite a lot this last game, I think.
Stephen Gill stepping up, looking to bounce back after a spare. And he does that, slapping the 7 out. Yeah, Stephen's going to be pretty comfortable, I would think. Just keep filling frames and we'll be seeing him in match play.
Yeah, just keeping it clear and 2-0, 2-10 and for 2 more games.
Yeah.
And he's in. Don't go under. Then you were.
Yeah, don't do anything silly and shoot 150.
Yeah.
Mark going through the face but getting away with it, just leaving the 6-10. Lane with a nice strike on the right lane, and Beneath stepping up now looking for a strike. That's looking a bit inside, and it is 4-6-10. Laura Roney has joined us, former Scottish international bowler. I don't think she competes for Scotland anymore, at least not for a good while, not that I've noticed. I don't know whether she still plays league or not. And Mr. Matt Miller, also a former England international. Rob looking to step up and bounce back. Yep, nice strike for Rob.
You see a lot of players struggling right now, making adjustments, and it's getting a little bit better, but this game is really off the transition.
Yeah, the transition normally happens about now, and you really need to make the right choice.
Yeah.
In terms of lateral moves with your feet and your eyes, maybe a ball change. Yeah, certainly the featured pair's not producing many strikes at the moment. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikes between them through 5 frames. So. Spare for Stephen, so he's Dutch through 5 frames. If he keeps on doing that, that'll be more than enough to see him in match play. Mr. Hadley Morgan is tuned in, presumably from his hotel room, or maybe he's in the bowl somewhere. So we've got the local player Jason Byrne stepping up on lane 7 to see if he can get another strike for 4 in a row. That will put him in good shape in this game. Gives Lane with a missed spare there. That's going to harm her chances of putting together a good game. Jason can't do it. Goes through the face, leaving a very difficult spare conversion. The 3-6-9. Yeah, there's quite a lot of head scratching going on at the minute.
Yeah. Yeah, Simonson is getting on the getting on right now. He's working on a 3-bagger now. On that's 42 in frame 3, so he needed it.
Oh, Stephen with a big messenger. Yeah, the pins do fly around in Stillorgan.
Yeah, they put in new pins every year just in front of the tournament, and yeah, the kickbacks are
very lively.
Very lively.
But there has been a shortage of 300s this year. We've only had one,
yeah,
which
a couple of 299s, but
yeah, which is pretty rare for this tournament. Normally we're
last year we had five or six. Yeah.
I still anticipate there'll be some more, especially in match play where we've only got 2-game matches. The fresh tends to be higher scoring.
Yeah.
So I anticipate there'll be a couple in match play, I should imagine.
Yeah, but the lanes changed throughout the week. I played on Thursday and I had a shot like just could stay on the same shot for 6 games, and now it's like drier than after 6 on the first day. So
yeah, I found the same thing on Friday. I didn't have that look that I had in my first block in either my second block or in final step 1.
Yeah.
I just had a better ball reaction that just gave me better carry in my first block. That I couldn't find that again. So Rob stepping up, looking for a turkey. I won't attempt Selwyn's turkey noise.
No.
I won't give that a try. But
he's in, so maybe we can hear it.
We'll probably hear it in a minute then. That looks good for Rob. Yeah.
No, he doesn't do it.
Oh no. There's even a turkey on the screen.
Yeah.
Yep, we've got Craig Farr joining us. Just reminding us that Graham Turner is a local bowler. He is indeed. Played this tournament for many years. He's struggling somewhat at the moment. He's 100 in the 7th with a possible spare to come. He's only got 1 strike through those 7 frames. And he makes the spare comfortably. Bernice is really struggling. She's just left a flat 10 and 83 in the 7th, which is she's going to have to really go off the sheet here to put together something that keeps her in contention. And also a ring 10 now for Ghislaine. She's also struggling. Yeah, there's a few people struggling. I mean, who knows? Maybe it could be a bit lower than 850. Maybe maybe 840.
830, yeah.
Which I've played this tournament before, where sometimes you need close to 900 in this cut. So
yeah.
We've got Mr. Mark Patrick to our right, just left a big split, gone through the face, looking to make it, and he can't.
Yeah, maybe they have to change the pattern for next year, use another pattern, because they use this pattern for a long time now.
Yeah, well, blimey, it must be 6 or 7 years or so they've used this pattern now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it is probably time for a change. I mean, I wouldn't suggest putting anything hard down at all, but there's so many options with patterns these days that you can put something down with and the friction here is so big that even if you put something a little bit flatter down, it won't make the scores low.
No.
It will just simply probably change the way people play the lanes, which I think is a good thing. You don't want people showing up every year and just the same players always making the finals. You want to give some other people an opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe use something with a little bit more volume, and because the lanes are having a lot of friction, and yeah,
definitely something with some more juice.
Yeah,
would help.
Because they have the new icon machine, so they can put down landmark patterns as well, and those are a little bit heavier than the normal ones.
Yep.
Like the street series they have now, and
yep.
Because the bourbon is 22 or something, it's very light.
Yeah, it's 23.1 if memory serves.
Yeah.
Yeah, the landmark patterns tend to have, well, maybe 25 and above mils of oil, which is
23.45.
23.45.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you bear in mind the friction in the track on these lanes, which is significant.
And if you're going to check the landmark series, the lightest one is 23.75.
Yeah.
And the heaviest one is almost 26.
Yeah. Yeah. So one of those would probably work really well.
And yeah, if you have the 26, it's 42 feet. So that will be
a bit longer.
A bit longer. You have to play a little bit straighter.
Yeah.
So usually shot specs are going to have a little bit more trouble there.
Yes. The thing is, they don't want to change too much with the tournament. Obviously, it does grow year on year. This year, 220 bowlers, probably nearly 500 entries, which is, that's up there with probably, some of the biggest DBTs, I would think. Maybe not the Euro Challenge and the Ballmaster might be a lot more.
Spendings. How many do we have? 196.
196 was it? Right.
Yeah. Yeah, had a lot of cancellation on the last week or so.
Yeah. So if you average it out at 2 entries per person, you're looking at probably close to 400 entries. I should imagine.
And most of the people players had 3, so
Yeah, so you could be looking at 500 or 600 maybe.
yeah.
So they want to keep
use an
things the
average
same.
of 2. Yeah, you have 4.
Yeah.
400.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to keep things the same and keep people coming back every year, which is understandable.
Yeah.
So, little update, we've got Stephen Gill, who's 149 in the 8th, looking for a strike in the 9th, going at a 2-0 pace. Ghislaine struggling still, she's got a 9 miss in the 7th and a strike in the 8th, 104 in the 8th. Bernice found a strike in frame 8. She can still get to around about 200, but she's going to need to go off the sheet for that. Rob's just missed a single pin, which I can imagine he'll be pretty annoyed with. But he can still shoot 202 if he goes off the sheet. Which he may well do, so another strike in the 9th. Glenn Richardson to our left has got a good game going. He's got a turkey leading up into the 10th frame. Just had a question from Stephen Coffey about how Barry and Stephen are getting on in this game. They have just walked past us, but they were out of our range, I think.
Barry's 2 something.
Yeah, Barry's got 2 something. He started with about the front 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And it looks like Stephen had some strikes as well, so looks like a couple of reasonable games, minimum of 200s down there. We'll hopefully get an update before the next game from Dom. Ghislaine just found a double, which is going to give her a chance. A strike in what they call the foundation frame. Rob Thurlby going to step up in a minute looking for a strike, and that is a perfect 8-9 split for a strike. I think Rob's going to need pretty good last game.
Yeah, Tom will go down and get scores after this game again.
Okay,
Going to write some down, and
Yep.
so we know the
have an idea of the
before
cut. Yeah,
the official results.
yeah.
So when we're calling a number, don't get excited or shoot us.
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger.
No.
So Glenn Richardson has just opened the 10th frame with a 9 miss, which will cost him 11 pins.
Yeah,
Potentially 11 pins.
we're getting close to 200 on YouTube right now, and including the Facebook, we're on 250. So
Is that good?
for final step 2? Yeah.
Pretty reasonable.
So please keep sharing that link and inviting your friends to watch. Share it on bowling pages in your country. And
So Rob's managed to get to the 200 mark, assuming he gets a minimum of 8 on his fill ball. Maybe you'll want to try something a little different, maybe a different ball, or make a move. It's always a good idea on your fill ball to get another look at another ball or
yeah,
make a move. It's sort of a free shot, really.
at 2 or 3 doesn't matter that much. So
No, there's no count lost on the fill frame. So
yeah, one more game to go, and then we're off until 12:45. Then we get back with final step 3. But first, let's see who's gonna make it and who's just miss out. There's always 1 or 2 miss out on 1 or 2 pins.
yeah. So Stephen not quite Dutch, but 209 for Stephen, which is going to get him in comfortably as long as he doesn't fall over and...
Yeah, shoot 150.
Yeah. Well, even then he might be safe. He must be over 100 over now.
Yeah, he started up at 217. No, he started decent, but...
Oh, did he only 2-0, was it?
Yeah.
Ah, right. Yeah, so we need to keep his focus and fill frames. There's some good games around us, but some also low games. Ghislaine is going to... Oh, great shot in the 10th. That's for 3 in a row. It's going to put her in the 180s minimum. She'll get to 200 if she strikes. Callum Simons has joined us as well. Got knocked out in step 1, just like me. That's going to be 171 for Bernice, so I think she's going to be in a spot of bother to make the match play unless she shoots 300.
She can pull out into 70 or 280 out of nowhere.
Absolutely. Yep.
Hit the right bear on the right time, and you
Yep.
can shoot 300.
Yep. Yep, she's one of the world-class international Singapore players. It's going to be 180 for Ghislaine, which is going to be not too good.
Can you read him, and then I will...
Yep, so we've got Stephen Joyce, who is 177, 220, 178.
So that's minus 30 about.
Yeah, run about that. Lee Cocker, 199, 203, 203. So he's one over, so plus one. Patrick Sorensen is 166, 213, 150.
So he's
So that's
down
going to be
minus
84. That's going to be 71 under.
So he's out.
He's going to be out. Yep. So on the pair 7 and 8s, we've got international PBA superstar Antony Simonson.
Just on the left, yeah.
And on the feature pair, we've got Puri from Finland, Durka bowler Joe Clancy,
Matty Clayton, and Denise Blankenzee from the Netherlands.
Yep.
We have some new scores.
Had a question from Caroline about Joe Clancy. Yep, we'll update you as soon as we get the score in. So Barry Foley from Ireland, 162, 225, 225, which is he's going to need a pretty big game in the last game.
Yeah, he's about even now, right?
Yep, he's 12 over.
12,
Yep.
yeah.
Nicole Sanders from Holland, 196, 171, 209. So round about 32 up with a bonus, I guess that is.
That's the bonus
Yep.
she gets, so she's about
Yep.
even then?
Yeah, about even, yeah. Well,
Yeah, those.
that should be
Yeah.
8, 24, 8 under scratch.
8 under scratch.
And then Timu from Finland going well, 241, 223, 234. So he's what, about 100 over. And Laurie from Finland also, 289, 203, 267. So 150 over roughly. So about 750.
159 over.
Yep. So that's going to be more than good enough for her.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some pretty big scorers, but low scores as well.
Yep. Antony still throwing plastic, and he comes up a bit high and leaves a 410. And we've also got Matty Clayton in front of us on the feature pair. So Pete Stevenson is going to be struggling. We've got 199, 189, 192, so he's 20 under. That's going to probably see him out unless he comes up with a massive game. Troy Torgerson from Norway, 231, 257, 239. So
Plus 100 around.
just about 100, yeah. Well, a bit more than that.
Yeah.
40, 70, yeah, about 120, I think. Chris Sloan, 206, 167, 222. So 5 under.
Yeah, -5. He
Minus
needs a big
5.
one.
Yeah, needs a big game. Alan McDonnell, 226.
-15.
Yeah, -15. 170, 190. Yeah. Pauline Buck has joined us. Legendary England bowler, former winner of this event back in the day, I think. Edwin from Holland, 192, 235, 218, plus 45, is it?
Yeah.
45. Patrick Mecca from Holland, 227, 206, 214, plus 47. Antony Simonson, 212, 214, 223, which is plus 49. Jan from Norway, 203, 205, 244, which is plus 52.
Yeah, I think about, yeah, if you're looking at it right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think around 30.
Yeah, it could be that low. So Puri from Finland, 211, 218, 184, is that 189? Which is plus 15.
Yeah.
Joe Clancy from Ireland, 222, 208, 205, so plus 35. And Matty Clayton from England, 174, 203, 190. So around about 2,700, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be struggling for Matty unless he comes up with something special in the last.
Next one.
Next one is Jason Burns, 276, 191, 212. So around about 70.
Yeah, 70 over.
Yep, that's going to be good for Jason. Graham Turner, 211, 187, 189. So he'll need potentially 240 to get himself in the mix.
It's now minus.
Yeah, 11, 13, so 2 under.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. 24. So he's
Yeah, minus 13.
minus 13, yeah. And Greta from Norway, 179, 209, 157. So that's going to be her out. So that's 40, 60, 51-ish.
51.
Yeah.
Plus 32.
Yep.
Because she has
And
bonus.
Glenn Richardson, 205, 194, 224 for 23 over.
Yeah, we have now above. Tom is getting in the last squad.
Stephen Gill, as we know, looks like 111 over.
Yeah.
Bernice
Lane.
hasn't written her game down for some reason, so we don't know what she is, but
Yeah,
she
but
was
she had-
just over.
She had a 170 or so.
Yeah, 170, so she must
Should
be
down by 20.
20 odd, yep. Rob Thirlby
Mine
is...
plus 32, so she will be a little bit up.
Yeah, so Rob is plus 34. Ghislaine doesn't written anything down, so
No. We don't know.
no idea about that one. Mark Patrick, 182, 224, 177. So 23, 18. So Mark's about 20 under.
Minus 20 here.
Nico from the Netherlands, I assume that's a 5, is it? 150. Was that an 8?
That's an 8, I think, yeah.
180, 209, 202.
So he's minus 10 around.
Yep.
Yeah.
John from Norway, 213, 154, 237. So So he's around par.
Yeah. 9-0.
Ollie from Finland, 238, 207, 225. That's what says 70 over.
Yeah. So have a look. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And your lowest one is then plus 35. So yeah, it's going to about 30 over now.
Yeah, it's going to probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 30. It's about 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I know what's the scores, but a little bit dodgy.
Yeah, it's about 30 over, I think. So that could go up a little bit, could go down a little bit. Just depends on if they can work out this last game.
We had some pretty high ones, 150 or plus 100, but
yeah, and then
also
there's
minus 60, minus 70.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pretty big drop from the best players down to the players that are struggling a bit. So.
Samson just had a quick look at the score sheet, but he couldn't read it, I think.
I think that one's for you.
Yeah. Patrick plays on lane 7 and 8 now. Starting off with an
just to the left of our feature pair.
Yeah, started off with a spare and a double now. Yeah, and he's on plus 47. So
he's in pretty good shape if he
continues
just
this.
keep a solid game here and fill frames, and he should be in with that.
Yeah.
So we've got Matty Clayton in front of us, young England player who's going to make his international debut this year at the European Men's Championships in Munich, which is great for him. Struggling in this game though, 9 spare, 7-2, and now a double wood. It looks like the score might have misscored him up there. It's given him a 9 and it's an 8. Oh no, it is a 9. Tell a lie. My eyes were deceiving me. Joe Clancy's made a good start to this game. 8, well, not the first frame he wasn't, but he's got a turkey now. So he's covered that open frame. We've also got Del Delaney that's joined us, another world-class coach.
It's getting busy in the bowl now.
Yeah, we've got a good crowd actually. It's yeah, it's getting very busy. And Emily Allen has also joined us, Team England international player. So we've got Denise Blankgenzie.
Yeah.
A Dutch player, I assume.
Yeah.
And she's made a great start to this game, 9 spare, 4 in a row. I don't know where she was, how she was lying score-wise.
We don't have it.
No. Maybe she didn't write it down.
No, we.
Right. Just had a notification from Dom, Chris Sloan, local player. He's doing quite well in this game. May get to about 225 pace at the moment, which is he needs that because he was struggling. Where was he? -5. So yeah, Chris is probably going to need 230, 240 minimum, I think. He's just made a big split as well. Good cover.
You will see it on the left side of the screen. on lane 4.
And we've also just been joined by Izzy
No,
Allen.
lane 6. Sorry.
Yeah. Great spur. Izzy Allen's just joined us, which is Emily Allen's younger sister. Also Team England International. And Katie Tagg as well. Another Team England International. This is coming down to crunch time now. Who can fill the last few frames and get themselves in, really?
Yeah. It's go all in or go home.
Indeed.
For some players, it's like, yeah, just keeping it clean and don't make mistakes, but somebody else has to go all in and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real advantage to finishing higher up in this step. It's just a case of getting yourself in, really.
Yeah,
so
you want to be high because you get a lower seeded player.
That's true. That is true.
So normally you would expect to beat that player a little bit easier than.
Yeah. So Antony's about to step up on the left side of your picture. He's struggling a little bit in the early part of this game. Opened the first frame 9-spare strike, and he is in reasonable shape.
Yeah,
plus 49, but he doesn't want to go and shoot 170, otherwise that could put him in danger.
Whoa!
That was somewhat fortuitous. You'll see shortly why.
Yeah, you will see it on the left side, and it was a 4-9 split, which tripped away. Yeah,
trips the 4-9. So we've got Denise Blankenzi on the featured pair, about to step up, looking for 5 in a row.
Yeah, we don't have scores there.
No, we haven't got a score, so we can't say how she's doing, but she seems like she's looking fairly positive, so maybe she's in decent shape.
One of the upcoming players in Holland, of the ladies side, so.
Yeah, she throws the ball very nice. Oh! Again, a slightly fortuitous strike. We'll see it in shortly. Actually, you won't see it because she was standing in the way, but it was a very light hit and just tickled the 7th pin out. So Antony Simonson about to step up on the left lane, looking to get 3 in a row to cement his place in the top 16.
Top 12.
Top 12, sorry, apologies.
Better shot.
Yep. There was Selwyn, that was the turkey for Antony.
He was looking like, who did that? Where is he?
Yeah. You can hear him, but you can't see him. So Patrick going really well in this game. Got 4 in a row, looking for 5. Great shot there. splashes another rack for Patrick. It's 5 in a row. And Denise also stepping up on the right lane now, looking for 6 in a row.
Yeah, this is the screen they're hearing us, so you don't have to watch this. You just look at.
So they see it at the same time as I do. Oh, right. Okay. I didn't want to call it before they saw it, otherwise I'm a bit of a spoiler. Matty Clayton just about to step up, looking for a double.
We have a big score in the making on lane 15 and 16 from Oli Pekka. Going for 280. Did he need it? Oli, where are you?
He was already in. Basically, just needed a reasonable game. He was already in, so we'll be seeing him in match play.
He's already in, yeah, that's for sure.
Flat 10 for Puri. That's probably going to put Puri out of contention because he's only 15 over. And if he goes off the sheet, he can still just about get to 200, but that's probably going to be a bit short.
Yeah.
That was Mr. Foley letting us know his presence.
Yeah, he had to, but
can't quite see what he's doing up there. It's just out of range.
192 or something in frame 9, so he has to strike out to get 122 to get 20 more, and then it will be tricky for him.
Yeah. So Denise stepping up now, looking for 7 in a row, which is pretty impressive.
Oh, wobbly.
No, can't do it. Comes up light.
Wobbly.
Leaves for 210.
How's Bernice Lim doing? No, she's not going to make it, I think, then.
No, I think she's Dutch through 6 frames, I think, so that's going to be...
Yeah, she's on plus 12 with the bonus, so...
Yeah, so she'll have another 8 pins in this game, a bonus, so...
No, that's including the gear bonus of this game.
Oh, it's including that, is it? Oh, right, let's see. Right, yeah. So she's going to need...
she's got a double now. She's got a double now, so...
Yeah, so she's still there fighting away.
She could be the one of the last ones to get in, because of the bonus, maybe. I think so.
Yeah.
Chris is really going for it now. He got 174 in 7.
Yep.
Yeah, he needed. So -5. So 194 in 8. So if he strikes out,
strikes, he'll be there or thereabouts.
Foley ended up with a 257.
That'll be enough for Barry then.
He will be there.
Yep, so we'll be seeing Barry in match play. Former winner. First Irish player to win it, I believe. Well, certainly the men's section. Antony Simonson stepping up now on the left-hand pair, looking for 5 in a row. And he shreds the rack for another strike with a plastic ball. So Mac McPherson joining us. Commentator's curse, yep. Dave Johnson joining us. Morning, loving the stream and the commentary. I'll take that. Jason Burns in game 3. I don't recall exactly what the game was.
No, but he's on one. He's 70 over, so.
Yeah, so Jason's 70 over. So as long as he.
Yeah, he has to throw. Yeah,
he's struggling
a little bit.
Struggling a little bit. If he can get to, well, if he gets to 180, that will work. That will work. So.
Yeah, I think the scores will be up on Talk 10 Pin 5-10 minutes after the stream, after the final step.
Yeah.
So keep on watching on Facebook for that post, and you can check the website as well. 10pinbowling.ie/Irish Open. Then you will get to the Irish Open page, and
Rob Kendall joining us all the way from Australia, asking how Barry's getting on. Barry has just shot a 257 game.
Yeah, he's on 870.
So
plus 70. So he will be in.
Barry will be joining us for match play later on.
We can still have a rematch of the final from last year.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Some score has to be settled there.
Yes, yeah, very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to be here last year to see what's going on, and it was really tense final.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Marcel van der Bos joined, the winner of 92 of this tournament. The year I was born. Chris is going to finish with a 240, so he will be on the cut, I think.
Mac McPherson asking me who is my pick for the top 3. Well, I don't think I can look past Antony Simonson, to be honest. He's got all the experience of international competition and match play.
Tora
as well, obviously winner a couple of years ago. Again,
we can't cover ourselves because Tori is in the senior division as well.
Yeah.
So when he doesn't get on the podium on the normal division, he will get on the podium on seniors.
Yeah.
So he will be in the top 3 either way.
Yeah. Yes. That's very true. But yeah, Antony, Tora. I mean, the thing is with match play, especially single elimination, absolutely anything can happen.
It's two games pinfall, so
you can shoot 350 and win, or you can shoot 500 and lose.
Yeah.
It's. I remember a few years ago when they brought this elimination match play into this event for the first time. A chap called Matt Han. You probably know Matt Han. He used to live in Ireland and obviously played this event every year. I don't know if he's listening in Canada. He moved there a few years ago, but he led qualifying with 1500 and something straight through to match play and lost in the first round of match play.
Yeah.
So
I can remember a couple of years ago, like somebody should shoot 520 or 530 and he lost.
Yeah, exactly. So really, it's anybody's game. It's
yeah, we're wrapping it up. Last couple of frames, and then we'll be back at 12:45. So we're dead on schedule because the schedule is like 12:45. We get final step 3. We have then a lane maintenance after, and then at 2 o'clock we get final step 4. For 2:45, final step 5 in the senior semifinals. And then
do we know who's going to be in that other than Tora?
Yeah, we have a list, but I don't know who it's going to be yet. Because when you're in the normal finals, you don't play the seniors, I think.
Right, I see. Yeah.
And then at 3:30, we have the last and final step 6 and the senior final as well.
So we've got Matty Clayton just finishing up here. He's going to shoot 180 if he spares and strikes.
Let's see, we have Edwin van Aarlen finished it off with a 234, going 70 over, at least 80, almost 79 over.
Got Glenn Richardson next door shooting 246.
Yeah.
Was that Glenn there?
Yeah.
So that's going to get Glenn in, I think, by the looks of it. Jason Burns needs to fill this 10th frame, otherwise he might be close to missing out.
Will be a little bit higher. No, higher.
He can still shoot 211, but 201 even. See Stephen Gill down the bottom there, shot 230, so that's obviously going to.
He will be on 140. Patrick striking first in the 10th. If he strikes out, he could get to 257.
Yeah,
so that'll be
enough.
That will be enough, yeah.
More than enough. Big shot from Jason there. That's going to probably see him into match play, I should think.
Antony Simonson going for 237 if he strikes here.
Ball changed to a reactive ball for the first time this week, and
I saw it earlier, but for first ball, yeah. So he will be in as well. I think the cut will be a little higher than we expected.
Yeah, it looks like there's a few bigger games going in all of a sudden, so maybe we might be looking at maybe closer to 40 to 50 maybe.
Yeah, just keep an eye on top 10 pin and the scores will be on there.
Yeah, got some bonus coverage now of Jason Burns just finishing up.
Yeah. Patrick finishing up with 243, so he will be in as well. This will be enough.
I'll get Jason in.
Yeah, he's in.
He's going to be in.
He's finishing one more, and he got 201.
Yeah, it's good to see the local players making match play. You always like to see that. Glenn Robson has just joined us, my Team Wales compatriot. Unfortunately, Glenn, we're about to wrap it up, but
yeah, Jason going to step up for his last shot, and then this stream will be over.
Yep.
Then we'll be back around, in just over an half an hour then, 40 minutes. So, yeah.
Time to grab some lunch, and
we'll see you then.
Yep.
Thank you, and
Thanks,
see
Simon.
you in a half hour.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Simon.
No, thanks.